Deferred action is something that I think most of the people in the United States that have been waiting for a long time. It's something that can help a lot of folks who unfortunately came when they were young, went to high school, elementary school in the United States, and then when they're ready to go to college or get a job, they realize they're undocumented and they can't get a work permit, they can't get loans, they can't go to school. So it really is a blessing what has happened recently through this deferred action. Deferred action essentially says that if you come to the United States before the age of 16, regardless of means, as long as you came before you turned 16 years of age, you've been here 5 years, and you haven't turned 31 yet. It's 30 or younger. And you can show that you graduated from high school, or you have a GED, or you have military service. They're going to allow you to do what's called deferred action, or request deferred action. Essentially what deferred action is, you're going to ask the Immigration Service, more specifically ICE, to leave you alone. They're going to say, you're not a priority, we're not going to come after you, and in turn we're going to give you a work permit. Well, the work permit allows you to get a Social Security and a driver's license. Things needed for school, things needed for work. Now you can't travel. You can drive, but you can't travel. You can't go outside the United States, and technically you're not legal. But you have a determination that they will leave you alone. And in essence, with that work permit, you can go anywhere in the United States, work anywhere. There's some issues with regard to going to school that haven't been cleared up yet. When they do, we'll talk further about it. But for sure, it's a blessing.
So but it doesn't give me any kind of status here, but it does let me to allow me to work here and to apply for certain like driver's license and
That's
such.
right.
Okay.
You're not a permanent resident if they grant this. You don't have status in the sense that you were speaking about. You're in essence free to work and not worry about being picked up or arrested or deported.
Right,
they're going to leave you alone.
Okay, that's one of the main questions, main concerns, is that maybe it's just a way for them to find out who's here that's illegal, and I don't want to put myself onto their grid, and just for the perk of getting
a work permit.
Right.
I understand. I don't think that, I've heard that. I don't think that's really a fear that you should have. There are a lot of political repercussions if this were some sort of sting operation and they weren't sincere, or if they were using this just to gather names. I've never seen anything like that. I'm a former immigration officer. I know from speaking to my friends and the individuals I used to work with at the INS, this is a sincere movement by this administration to give folks who came through no fault of their own, came with their parents, came with their relatives at a very young age. Most of them identify with this country. They don't think of where they're from as their country. Right. This is their country.
Because this is where we grew up in.
Yeah, absolutely.
So. Okay.
And so I don't think, I hear that worry a lot, and I can tell you honestly, it's not a sting operation or something they should worry about. And every person who qualifies should take advantage of it.
Okay. And do we know, what kind of documents would I need to show?
Well, they don't have the exact forms out yet that we need to file, but we can tell you based on the criteria, we got to show you came before you were 16. So we're either going to have to show through elementary school records or high school records you were here, or an actual visa that you came here before you were 16.
Okay.
Well, how do we know your age? We're going to need a birth certificate to show your age. We have to show 5 years of living in the United States. That can be done through school records as well, dentist, medical records, whatever you can do to show you've been here for 5 years. Good moral character is a part of this, and I didn't touch on that earlier, is that you can't be guilty of any serious crime. So during the process, you are going to do fingerprints, and the INS will have you run those to make sure that you haven't committed any serious felonies or 3 or more misdemeanors. But other than that, those documentation that go with proving what I told you to prove is all you'll need. Proof of your entry, proof of birth, proof of 5 years in the United States, and fingerprints.
Okay, so the good moral character with no run-ins with the law.
That's right. All right.